I would like to thank T Maxie for sending me this story. All I have to say is, we have another one, y'all. We have another one. And she has been dubbed License Plate Linda. And ironically, her real name is actually Linda. But her name should be Larry because she looks like a straight up dude. But anyway, this woman is from Ohio. And I wonder if she's been on them opioids. And her name is Linda Shad. And she's 53 years old. And she reportedly called the police, they said dozens of times, on her neighbor who was black, who moved to the neighborhood 13 years ago. So she's calling the police on her neighbors that have been there for over a decade. So it makes you wonder, what did her neighbors do to her that was so, like, that really pissed her off all these years later? Well, let me read this article and we're going to find out. An Ohio woman dubbed License Plate Linda found herself in police custody this month after calling police on a black family, then damaging their property when things didn't go quite her way. Ooh, Becky Fillins was pushed to the limit. She was up to here with the shit. Dominique Duskin said she was enjoying a family gathering at her cousin's house in Coleraine Township on July 7th when her cousin's nosy neighbor, Linda Shad, tried to have all their cars towed because they were blocking her cousin's drive. Sorry about that. I got pulled away for a little bit, but back to what I was saying. Where did I leave off? Okay, it says she tried to have all their cars towed because they were blocking her cousin's driveway. Duskin noted that none of the cars were blocking Shad's property or anyone else's, yet the woman still dialed the police. When the police came, they did nothing but pretty much told Linda to go in her house and mind her business. The family went on about their day. As guests were preparing to leave, however, Duskin said Linda and her family decided they were going to bend everybody's license plates, key people's cars, and pretty much damage people's property. The woman's family wasted no time calling the police, who began fingerprinting the tags, and when they arrived at the scene. By the time they got to the fourth vehicle, Shad confessed and officers locked her bitch ass up. Moral of the story is this: people need to mind their own business, Duskin wrote in her post, which included photos of Shad and the damage she caused to the family's property, and shout out to the Coleraine police for doing their due diligence because it could have went differently. According to local station Fox 19, Shad, age 53, was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and 5 counts of criminal damaging. Local officers perceived her to be heavily intoxicated. Marvin Shelton said he was hosting a family get-together when a dispute with Shad unfolded. Like Duskin, Shelton insisted none of the cars were blocking his neighbor's property. This isn't the first time something like this has happened, however. Shelton says Shad has called the cops on him dozens of times since he moved into his house 13 years ago. He said their feud may have escalated last Halloween when one of Shad's party guests blocked his driveway. Shelton said he went over and asked that it be moved, but an argument ensued. I think it's unfortunate, he told the newspaper. When I moved here, I didn't have the thought of having a silent war with any neighbors. Shad has since been released from jail and arraigned on criminal charges. Even the cops are telling them to mind their business. And that is what she did not want to hear, which is why she went ahead and damaged them people's cars. They need to find a way to force her to pay for all of those damages. Period. I would not rest until she paid for all of it. I mean, all of it. I wouldn't even contact insurance people. I mean, the insurance people are going to have to pay for regardless. But I still want her to pay for all those damages. When you keep people's cars like that, that costs money to get a paint job to cover that up. I mean, she keep people's cars, damage their license plates, and all types of things along with another family member because they so-called blocked the driveway and because she didn't get her way. That's the typical white woman for you. If they don't get their way, then everyone's going to be miserable. I'm almost convinced that term misery loves company was coined by a white person to define a white person. I'm almost certain of it, especially this white woman. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you can, donate to the channel via PayPal or become a patron on Patreon. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you in the next one.